will be a thing of the past, I assure you.
All right, let me take this to the Attorney General, Dorcas Oduor, before I do another round of questions. Then I'll come to you for very few questions, perhaps 4 of them maximum from any of you, touching on constitutional commissions and independent offices. But AG, let me talk to you about encroachment. Last year at a forum like this, when the then chairperson of the caucus of chairpersons of constitutional commissions and holders of independent offices spoke here, he mentioned of the various challenges they were undergoing. One was funding, which we've already addressed, and the second one was encroachment. This encroachment most of the times comes from the other arms of government, and particularly the executive. I will invite you to respectfully look at claims made in public just a couple of days ago about employment of teachers and it being done by political players, members of parliament. And these are allegations that came from a very high office, the office of the Speaker of the National Assembly. As Attorney General, where does this place constitutionalism in a government you advise?
All people employed by government, state officers and public officers are bound by law. And when we talk about the rule of law, it means that when you are exercising your power, you must identify the source of that power. Have we ever asked ourselves that how come sometimes there is no problem at all, but when there is change of leadership of an institution or an agency, all of a sudden there is a problem? Is it the problem of the people who are leading those institutions? When they come to us for advice, we go back to the Constitution because our client is actually the government, not an individual. And we protect policies and the laws, and we advise. Just as you saw it in the paper, we also saw it. Nobody has come to us, has complained to us, or has come to us for interpretation. Kenya is a country that is over-legislated. The problem is, how are we implementing the laws? Where does policy and law meet the ground? And when it meets the ground, it meets individuals with perspectives and attitudes. And it is how they exercise that power that causes confusion. Otherwise, at the top level, we are very clear. Our mandates are very clear. And we are always being asked, how does your core mandate meet the ordinary life? And everybody has been given an opportunity and a space to exercise their core mandate. So when individuals have their perspective and they want to be a bottleneck, that is a different story. So we wait for them when they come officially, and then we advise.
All right, Nancy, as chair of this...
And let me tell you, you will wonder that at the Office of the Attorney General, we are registering almost 60 churches a month. 60.
Tell us about it.
You will also wonder that out of those churches, every time they have elections, they disagree. And elections in churches are more brutal, sometimes fatal. They are very violent, and they still come to us to advise. And these are the same people you meet in offices. Until now, we were asking ourselves if the Office of the Attorney General is now litigating between churches when it comes to elections. What about civic election where all these churches come together? Even among the Muslims now, they are fighting about offices and money. Some churches, not all of them. So this is to show the character of the people that we are leading. It is not only in civic elections. Thanks.
All right, Nancy, how bad is this issue of encroachment by whatever power to the roles that are under your caucus?
Thank you. I think we are all aware that there is encroachment, and there is a bit of discomfort in people letting go of functions and authorities they had previously under old constitutions that have now been put in the under the responsibility of different entities. When we are talking about the institutions, we have the 3 arms of government. We have the constitution commissions and independent offices, very critical for checks and balances. Now, the constitution commissions and independent offices have been given some critical roles and responsibilities and mandates by the constitution. However, because there is almost a similar or parallel structure within either the executive or the state, there is a bit of disagreements in who is responsible. And sometimes we have to end up in court under the judiciary to interpret, which should not be the case, because at the end of the day, with mutual respect and with mutual understanding of what the Constitution set up. So that has been one of the issues that have been affecting delivery of services, delivery of development to the citizens. Again, there's a competition on who is accountable or who takes the credit. That now derails the focus that it's about a service that should be delivered to the citizen, and people are fighting over who is responsible.